Only a year later, after the disaster of Hardlines launched to the player base, DICE and EA would do their best to cover their back and bring players an unforgettable next game, Battlefield 1. Now besides the confusing name of how did we just go from Battlefield 4 straight to 1, well that's because Battlefield 1 didn't exist in the past, and this time Battlefield 1 was taking place in World War 1. History fans rise up, as now a war that in my opinion is never really covered by video games now had a huge franchise taking place in it. Players were treated to an epic trailer of planes crashing into 7 nations' armies. The story was broken into 5 different playable sides of the war, with the intro to a game having you die multiple times showing you the cost of war. Mechanically, everything was different about this Battlefield 1, but no matter that, it was Battlefield once again. Instead of jets, you're taking place in early 1900s intense dogfights. On the ground, you found yourself going head to head with enemies in order to capture.
We have taken objective buffer.
Beyond being soothed by the beautiful British lady voice, weapons were now more limited to fit historical accuracy, but there were still tons of different options to choose from, with a lot of weapons being prototypes never used in the war but at one point did exist. The DLCs allowed you to experience different parts of World War I, such as the Bolshevik Revolution, or the French army side of the war with turning tides also focusing on the naval combat of World War I. During maps, most players' dopamine receptors peak when hearing
A trench raider kit is available near your location.
Instead of these being a random sniper you find on the ground or zipline. Instead, this pickups transformed you into a heavy armored trooper that took many people to take down, such as a flame trooper, heavy gunner, and eventually the trench raider, who straight up sprinted at you with a deadly spiked club. It was fantastic. This game also introduced the bayonet mechanic, which allowed you to sprint at enemies and stab them with your bayonet instead of instantly killing them. They can't stop you in time. This also allowed you to get to places quicker if the combat zone is hot. And so with this fantastic comeback of a Battlefield game, just where could DICE even possibly step foot in with their next fantastic game creation?